Hey everybody, I'm back with another video. This time I've got some cards that came from the Goodwill outlet. This was a pile of cards that was in the bins for $1.69 a pound or whatever. I think these are mostly junk wax. I haven't gone through them yet, but it's always fun to find these. They're not always in the best condition, but they're usually a trip through memory lane. And I just recently brought back a bunch of my old childhood junk wax cards from when I was a kid, and I've got sets, and it's fun sometimes finding these and trying to complete those old sets that I was trying to complete as a kid whenever I find cards that I can fill in gaps with. So without further ado, let's kind of look into it. Oh, I also found that same in the same stop to the thrift store, this storage shell Leonardo with accessories in his shell. However, when I actually looked at the date of him, it says on the back of his shell that he's from 2022 and not from 1990. So he's apparently one of these newer reissues and not a vintage one. So I was kind of bummed to see that. But anyway, there's Leonardo. Also, in with all of that stuff was a Broncos ticket from 2001 with them playing the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm not a big ticket stub person at all, so I don't really know much about these. If anyone's into collecting ticket stubs and kind of knows that niche, feel free to comment regarding those, whether these are collectible or whatnot, but just kind of cool. But here are the cards. Let's see what we got. So starting off with basketball, Raphael Addison. Checklist, a Magic Land, another Magic Land, Graham Kuntz, Alex Escobar, Fernando Vina, Armando Benitez, Aaron Herring, Esteban Liza, Star Rookies, Josh Lambadia, Star Rookies, Brian Dallimore. I'm not sure I really know many of these guys, so we'll see if there's any stars or anything in them. I'm not going to read every name because that will take forever. Another rookie, William Baragola. Another rookie, Edward Sierra, Jesse Harper, Josh Lambadia, Hank Ballack. And I wasn't really collecting in like the 90s, so I think some of those are from then. Joey Graham, Terry Steinbeck, Robert Taylor, Jeff Jenkins, Mike Schooler, Kevin Brown, Orlando Hudson, Freddie Garcia. Ooh, this is a foil from Dissension, Magic. It's nice to have some Magic cards in there too. I don't really recognize many of these names. Robert Dino. Some football, I really don't know the football guys. Eddie Curry. Jamie Wayne, there's Manny Lee. Oh, 1983 tops. The 80s is more of my era of when I was really collecting and kind of know all those players a lot more. Then the 90s, I was kind of out of it. But it doesn't look like there's anything too great so far. There's Fred McGriff. He's probably our first Hall of Famer in there. Edward Perez, Braden Looper, Zach Randolph, Louis Aquino, Skyback's Autograph Fix. It's not autographed, even though it's called that. Don't know much about that set. Dan Decow, Scott Donham. Look, it's the Guinness Book of World Records for the most tennis balls held in one mouth with, it looks like 4 tennis balls. That's quite an achievement there for that dog. Never seen these before. There's Fernando Valenzuela, Lance Berkman, Donald Levinsky, Nothing too great so far. League's best shortstops, Ripken and Fernandez. Chuck Krim. There's Eric Davis. Star rookies, Greg Dobbs, Brian Dollamore again, William Alpina, Karen Butler, it's a little water damaged. Phil Plantier, Brian Downing, Tim Conroy, Ron Gant. I remember when Ron Gant was, I thought he was pretty good in the 80s, but I don't know if his career panned out. Wow, that's quite a miscut. Look at that Billy Hatcher, 1989 tops. It's way off. I should send it for grading. Leo Franco. Cocoa Crisp. It's an interesting name. Derek May. Bobby Thigpen. Kip Wells. Let's keep going, see what else is in here. Greg Harris. What is that? Homer, the mascot. Doesn't look like there's much in here. Oh, wait. There's a couple of Barry Larkin rookies. Those are always nice to see. Ratatouille. Let's see what else is in here. There's a lot of these Fleer cards. Michael Jordan. Ooh, it's the Guinness World Record for stretchiest skin. That's kind of gross. Mike Greenwell. Delano DeShields. There's Fred McGriff again. Roberto Kelly. Brian Fisher. I don't know if I'm going to get my $1.69 a pound worth out of these. Not that I care. It's fun to go through them. Let's see here. Steve Sachs. Oops. Ruben Sierra. John Olerud. Gary Sheffield, season highlights. Nelson Liriano, rated rookie. So lots of these Sports Illustrated for kids things. Roger Clemens. Oh, there's Cecil Fielder. That's pretty cool. Kevin Mitchell. Sandy Alomar. More Sports Illustrated for kids cards. Mike Greenwell. Barry Larkin. Pat Dodson. Bob Ojeda. Sid Fernandez, Tim Raines, Keith Hernandez, George Bell. This might be the pile of stars. Juan Nieves. Terry Bradshaw, Brent Main, Alan Fischel, Storm Davis, Dwayne Murphy, Francisco Cabrera, Delano DeShields rookie, Dan Pasqua, Bo Jackson, right? Yeah, it is Bo Jackson. Danny Tartable. Not too much exciting cards in here, but it's still fun to look through these. This is often what you get when you go to the Goodwill outlet, a bunch of junk, but it's always fun. Cecil Epsy, Kevin Seitzer, Danny Garcia, Brian Meadows, more statistical leaders, Manny Ramirez, Jimmy Key. It's another Fred McGriff. Jerome Gamble, Joe Mays, Cocoa Crisp. There's Cocoa Crisps again. It's making me hungry for cereal. Frank Viola holding an apple. Michael Watson. Let's see what else we got here. Ooh, there's a Zendikar Full Art Land. Pretty cool. Dan Paul, Jimmy Smith. Michael Ristovich. These ones seem like they're curled, like they got wet or something. Lon Behringer, Corey Snyder. That one's really curled. Kevin Brown, Greg Matthews, Todd Benzinger, Doug Davis, Casey Kochman, and Bob McClure. That's it. That was my exciting find at the Goodwill outlet. Hopefully you guys enjoyed me flipping through those cards. Nothing too exciting, but always fun. Hope you come back and see me on the next one. Take care. Bye.